Hello Year 3 and welcome to Wednesday's Maths, where we're going to be using multiplication methods to solve problems. And today we're going to be thinking back to last week and our learning about multiplication. Okay? But as always, we do need to warm our brains up. So on the middle of the screen you can see two multiplication wheels. And these work by multiplying the numbers around the outside here by the number in the middle on both of the wheels. So what I'd like you to do, see if you can answer the questions. I'll do an example for you. 2 multiplied by 3 equals 6. And I'll put my answer in the outer ring out on these wheels. Okay, so give yourself a few minutes, see if you can do them as quickly as you can. Okay, boys and girls, how did you get on? Were you able to warm your brains up and solve the multiplication wheels? Let's go through some answers. 3 times 3 equals 9. 10 times 3 equals 30. 8 times 3 equals 24. 3 times 6 equals 18. 3 times 7 equals 21. 4 times 3 equals 12. 5 times 3 equals 15. Okay, moving on to the next one. 3 times 9, 27. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 12 equals 36. 3 times 5 equals 15. 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 3 equals 9. 8 times 3 equals 24. And 2 times 3 equals 6. How did you get on? I'm sure you did really, really well. Okay, so we can use a range of multiplication strategies to solve these problems. We are really good at a few of the different ones, but we need to choose which one is best for each different type of question. So, for this question, where we're multiplying a one-digit number by a one-digit number, there are a few ways that you can solve this. The question is 3 times 4. I could draw an array if I wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. I got 3 4 times. My answer would be 12. If I want to do it a different way, I could count up in fours if I wanted to. 4, 8, 12. And that'll be repeated addition. 4 add 4 add 4 equals 12. The other way round to do it would be to add 3 up 4 times. 3 add 3 add 3 add 3 equals 12. But each way, when multiplying a one-digit by one-digit number, sometimes it can be easier to use your times tables knowledge. 3 times 4 equals 12. Okay? Now then, let's move on to the next question. 3 multiplied by 17. If I wanted to do an array, my array would be huge. It would take over the whole page, so I don't think that's the best method. And I could add 17 up 3 times in column addition if I wanted to, but I'm going to revise my skills from last week and do a little bit of column multiplication. Remember, bigger number on the top, separated into tens and ones, the 3 in the ones column, equal sign, multiplication sign. First of all, 7 times 3 equals 21. Exchange my two tens and put it under there to add on later. Next, I multiply my 10 by my 3. 1 times 3 is 3. And then we add on this exchange 2, which means I get 5. My answer is 51. So sometimes when we look at questions, we need to think about which is the best method to solve them. So pause the video here and see if you can solve these questions. Which would be the best method? Pause the video, have a go. Great stuff. How did you get on? Did you choose the best method for you? So let's see if we got some answers then. 3 times 6. I'd probably count up in sixes just because that's something I'm working on, which would be 6, 12, 18. 3 times 6 equals 18. And the next one, 4 times 16, I'll probably use column multiplication, otherwise my array would be huge. 16. Let's rub that out. Give myself plenty of space. 16 multiplied by 4 equal sign. 6 times 4 is 24. 1 times 4 is 4. Add on the exchange tens. 6. 16 multiplied by 4 is 64. Well done, boys and girls. I'm sure you're doing a great job. Keep it up. In this example, we've got multiplication that we can see within a diagram. I've got a range of bunches of bananas. I've got 7 bunches of bananas, and in each bunch I've got 3. So I've got equal groups. And when we think about multiplication, we have to think of equal groups of amounts. Okay? So if I want to fill this in, I'm going to be looking at my bananas and I'm going to be thinking I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 equal groups of, there's 3 bananas. If I wanted to think of the multiplication sentence or the repeated addition for this, I've got 7 boxes, so I'm going to put 3 in each one. 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3 equals 21. And this is to show us what actually happens when we're multiplying numbers. We're adding the same amount on each time. Now, as a traditional multiplication question, it would be 7 multiplied by 3 equals 21. And our 3 times table is something that we're really looking to work on in year 3 at the moment. I'm going to jump onto the next slide, and then I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can solve the repeated addition and multiplication question for the coming diagram. Pause the video here and have a go. How did you get on? Did you complete this little grid? Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pots. So 6 equal groups of 3 pencils. Okay, so that's 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3. And that would be 18. My multiplication sentence would be 6 times 3 equals 18. Can you think of the other repeated addition? Have a little think. Can you switch your multiplication round? The other repeated addition would be 6. Add 6. Add 6 equals 18. There are 18 pencils. And if I wanted to switch my multiplication round, it would be 3 times 6 equals 18. Well done, boys and girls. You're doing a really good job. Keep it up. So like we were saying earlier, sometimes you might have to answer a question in a different way. Here's my question. Each shelf has 24 rows. How many rows are there in total? Let's look at the shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think my number sentence would be 4 times 24. Let's see if we can solve this one together. Bigger number on the top, 4 here. Remember, we're multiplying a larger number, so it's good to use a method. 4 times 4 equals 16. Just going to move things up a little bit. Here we go. 4 times 4 equals 16. Exchange the 10. 2 times 4 equals 8. Add 1 equals 96. There are 96 rows in total. Again, thinking back to solving our word problems over the last couple of weeks, read this question and see if you can find the multiplication sentence. How would you solve this problem? Would you use column multiplication, or would you use a simpler method? So, pause the video here, talk with your parents at home. How would you solve this question? What would the multiplication question be? Okay, how did you get on? Let's underline the key parts. There are 8 classes. Each class has 5 tables. How many tables? 8 classes, 8. There's 5 tables in each class. How many tables is that altogether? I'm going to count in my 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 8 times 5 equals 40. I've got 40 tables. Sometimes you might want to do an array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And arrays are really good at helping us if we need to practice a times table. There we go. There's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. And arrays are really good at demonstrating repeated addition. Okay then, your task today, I want you to think back to when we did column multiplication the other week. And if you need to, you can go and re-watch the videos from week 2 and complete the questions below. If you're ready to apply your skills, there's a worksheet on the website ready for you to solve. And also, there's an alternative activity sheet available. Give it your best shot, guys. You're doing a great job. Keep up the super work. Well done.